Aggression. Grr. I think there's something in the natural state of the human condition which genetically makes one human want to interact with another. Call it elemental magnetism, whatever. But we have this need for stimulus and interaction. As it pertains to principles of aggression, let's define aggression quickly. And it's a stricter definition than what some may expect. Aggression, as we're defining it in this context, will be any time that you force a person to do something that is not of their own idea and that is not of their own free will. Aggression. When I first looked at the libertarian movement and the core fundamentals of the libertarian movement, it was very, very difficult to get to the essence of what being a libertarian really is about. And what it really is about freedom. It's so easy to get hung up on, the drug use, and property rights, individual property domain, stuff like that. All that stuff is sort of by the wayside, and based on a video put up recently by lengthyounarther, is that how you pronounce it? I'll put a link below. Y'all can see it. It's easy for one person to grab a hold of a single point of the libertarian doctrine and be like, you know what? I like doing dope. Libertarians want me to be able to do dope, so I'm going to be a libertarian. Little do they know, in some cases, that in a pure libertarian state, you do dope and you wreck yourself. You might be a little bit surprised when you go to that emergency room after you electively overdose yourself. Charity will no longer be forced in a libertarian paradise. Of course it will exist. Of course it will exist. However, when charity becomes voluntaristic, you might find some criteria attached to the charity. And believe it or not, that's healthy. So, to have forced charity would in fact be a principle of aggression. Example would be a portion of your state tax going to individual subsidies that you may or may not agree with. And I think they get away with it currently by mixing it all together, because I like the idea of education. I like several of the other ideas. I like the idea of some public works programs. And then they wrap in real tiny something that I totally don't agree with, but it's all lumped into one big lump, and it's put on my purchase of items, and I become detached from it. So I end up being forced to pay for something that I don't want. Now, the non-aggression principle of the freedom movement. I don't think we can emphasize this enough. At first, when you hear a term such as non-aggression principle, you think, oh gosh, that means you're just going to roll over and take it. You're not going to be aggressive no matter what. That's not exactly the case. The non-aggression principle means that you will not personally force somebody to do something that they don't want to do. You will not personally affect another person's free will. And you think, well, that means you're just going to roll over when somebody tries. That means you're just going to roll over when somebody tries to do it to you? No. There's a flip side of that non-aggression principle coin. In that, imagine now you apply that non-aggression principle to others, to where you defend against people aggressing against you. So, to fully subscribe to the non-aggression principle, not only will you not aggress against others, but in defense of your sovereignty and of that of your countrymen, you will defend against aggression posted against them. Be it physically, in the theater of ideas, you name it. But that is what the libertarianism is all about. The drug stuff and everything else, I believe that rhetoric, if we don't do something about clarifying this correctly and really educating people on the non-aggression principle, I think we'll all be participating in a stillborn movement. And the opportunity for education and communicating what it is that is really good for us. The potential is so here right now, and I would hate to see it wasted over stupid stuff. We'll see y'all later.